Radio United. 4 dagen live van op Tour Festival.
Alright, Chase Radio United here in the tour bus with Jurassic 5. We're gonna do a short interview. Maybe you should introduce yourself to the crew, to the guests.
Cool. My name is Charlie Tuna. I will be representing my crew, the 6-man crew known as Jurassic 5 tonight. Yeah.
Alright, that's cool. A few weeks ago I got a CD of a friend of mine. It was a live recording of a session you did in 2003 here in Belgium. That was the last time you were here, I guess. I really felt so sorry that I wasn't there. But I was so glad to hear how it was back then. In between, Kutkem has left for a while. Now he's back. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about today. Yeah, together back again with 6. Jurassic 5.
Yes, sir.
Back with 6.
All right.
You happy?
Yes, sir, man. It feels good to be back. It feels like we've never left, and it also it fulfills a part of us that we tried to fulfill in the first place when we first got together, which is like this creative passion that we had for hip hop. So it's beautiful to still be able to feed that passion through the same, avenue that we created in our earlier years. You know what I'm saying? We're older men now and stuff, family men, husbands and fathers and such. And so it's like it's cool to still be able to have the job that we loved, you know what I'm saying? And it be based off, a hobby, a culture, a creed, a moral code that we live by. So
Yeah. All right. Sounds like amazing. After all those years. Let's talk about how it all started. Word on the street that or let's say word on Wikipedia that you all came together for open mic freestyle sessions in Kutkemit's garden, and the name and that the crew was formed like that. We always want to check stories like directly from the source. Is that true? Was it in the garden?
No, it wasn't in the garden. It was kind of true though. But I mean, like the trick was this: we had our group is made up of 2 separate groups that were all high school friends in different situations. One set of us was from South Central and went to a high school called Manual Arts, and the other set of us was based in Hollywood and went to a school called Marshall. Now, these 2 groups met years later after high school at a cafe, not a garden. It was a cafe called The Good Life, and this place used to be an open mic place where you can come and sign your name, and then you could perform if they got to your name and called your name. You get up there, you could perform a song, and the rules were you couldn't curse, you had to be really creative, you couldn't chew gum in the place, and you couldn't touch the paintings behind you. You know what I'm saying? But if you cursed, they'd boo you off the stage. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to leave. So it gave us an opportunity to hone our skills in performing as well as writing from a creative perspective without having to fill it with profanity, you know what I mean? So we met like that. We liked each other's styles and wanted to do a song together. We did that song, and that particular song it gave us wings. It got us further as one unit than anything we've done in 2 separate situations. So, that was the beginning of what became Jurassic 5, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
Not really true. We should edit that.
Right.
Thanks to this interview, we can put on the real story.
Right.
There's something else I want to check. That's like you were talking about this one song.
Uh-huh.
The name of the song was Jurassic 5, I guess.
No. It was called
Unified Rebellion.
Bingo.
Yeah. Okay. Wikipedia says it was switched around, and then afterwards the name of the crew was called. Okay, we're gonna edit that as well. Next question is when you guys started, hip hop was really focused on turntablism and sampling from funk and soul.
True.
Nowadays, producers in the States started sampling Euro house and hardcore tunes like from Holland. It's like they just discovered it. I don't know how come, but it's all dance music from the 90s that they are sampling now, and it's evolved to something it's called trap with influence from dubstep, blah blah blah. You know the story. How do you feel about that? Is it like you love the style, or you rather go back to the soul and funk?
Well, I try not to, me personally, I try not to separate within my head the genres of music more so than just looking at it all as music, if it's good music or if it's not good music. I do enjoy some trap music, some trap beats. It was described to me that trap music was Lil Wayne music with no Lil Wayne lyrics, is what I heard. This is what somebody told me. So I'm thinking, yeah, some of these beats are really, really cool, and I do love the fact that cats are sampling, like, from Kanye sampling, from, the cat who produced the Busta Rhymes tune from Daft Punk, and then all of these different, sounds coming out, and then, dubstep being as strong and as prominent as it was here and as it is in the States now, We are slow pokes nowadays when we used to be innovators, and it's the craziest thing on earth, but it's, it's the kids are now not as interested in the details as they are in the surface of what is actually happening musically, because in my opinion, it's like a lot of them, just the attention span is very short, so the music has to catch their attention and hold it, but it usually tends to hold it for just a little while before something new comes out, and they abandon that and go to the next thing, so I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but I will admit to the fact that where we used to innovate, we are now like kind of recycling, certain sounds. Hip hop in itself is a mosaic art form when it comes to producing. You take pieces of everything and put it together. And I guess nowadays the DJs and the producers are trying to capture a sound that is kind of like, in my opinion, the electronic, like, tweaky kind of sound is because of these kids' attitudes and their, like I said, their attention span. It's got to be something that catches them. They're like, ooh, what is that? And they hold it for a while, and then it's the next thing, you know what I mean? So I think that's why the evolution of the music has become what it is today. But that's just an opinion. I don't know if it's true or not,
It's just an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah,
it's like, and also these producers are getting younger and younger. It's like 70 years old, scoring worldwide hits. It's like amazing. Are there, for Jurassic 5, any new plans for records? New album coming up?
Well, you know what we're doing, man. We're just easing back into our position. So music, we were just talking about that earlier on the way over here. We may be, we're just easing back into it, man. We're happy that the shows are going well, I'm sure we're gonna get in the studio at some point and do some things, but right now we're really focusing on trying to take back the spot that we created and that we ruled, and that the best thing that we did, which was performing, So we're here to let those who didn't see, and that's kind of what's going on.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I never saw it. Okay, so and on catching back the spirit and then keeping the spirit for maybe something new.
Yeah, I would say more than likely, man, our fans can look forward to something later, man, but I don't think it's going to be something that we're going to try to do right now. We're just trying to, like I said, within a very volatile marketplace, which is the music business right now, whatever that means. The music business is like, it is all but crumbled, So within this whole little chaos, we've been able to carve a tunnel, a niche, so to speak, that only we fit in, and that allows us not to be totally affected by what's happening with the music business. So it's cool to be one of those bands now, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, all right, I feel like we've kind of made it in a certain, way of looking at it. I think that it's cool to be one of those bands, to be able to let what you do, which is your live show, speak for you louder than damn near anything, you know what I mean? And that's a good position to be in.
Radio United. 4 dagen live van op Doer Festival.